an idea from some of the callers of what it's like. Some folks have called in that are evacuees from the East Coast wondering what it's like, so we'll try to give them an idea too what it's on the East Coast. Basically, the storm is a large area of counterclockwise circulation, so folks along the East Coast are probably seeing some stronger winds. Once you flip it over to level 2 there. Yeah, there you go. And so they're still seeing some very strong winds, and for the benefit of those that are here evacuated, also people have asked about college towns, places like Gainesville, Florida State, certainly no problem at Tallahassee yet, but in Gainesville they're going to experiencing some strong winds as that area of rain bands moves toward them. They're still under some flooding concerns there up and down the East Coast. That's why the highlights are on the green counties there and across much of the eastern coast, Brevard County, Osceola County, Orange County, Seminole, Volusia County. And also you can see this area of winds coming onshore near Volusia County, Daytona Beach, probably seeing the strongest onshore winds. Still some squalls, though, rolling around the backside of the storm. They can be fairly strong, but clearly the worst side is over here along the western coast and, of course, the central portion of the area. I'm going to flip back over to TBW radar, Tampa radar here, and our level 2 Doppler radar, and you can see the stronger winds that are accelerating through that area as we've talked about, and I use that word a lot, but that's what's happening. It's spinning off the center. It's just basically physics. And the stronger areas that we've talked about west of Lakeland all the way up to Zephyr Hills and Dade City and moving into Carrollwood too. So those are the strongest areas, and you'll see wind gusts there 40 to 50 miles per hour. I just looked out the window downtown here in the news center, and I'm quite impressed from the winds. They appear to be almost directly from the north over us here, and I can understand that the winds right now in northern Hillsborough over to Plant City and Lakeland are much stronger than we're experiencing. So it's a Category 1 hurricane, and a lot of folks have said in western Polk County that it's not as bad as it was during Charlie, and that's okay. That's very good news, because Charlie was clearly a destructive storm, but the folks in Plant City are seeing some very strong winds right now. Also, I want to very quickly take a look at Viper here. The total precipitation over the Melbourne area for some of you folks over there, maybe 10 inches of rain. Is that what you're reporting? 10 inches of rain in some areas. That's right near the radar site, too. All right. That's the benefit for you folks along the East Coast. We're going to go back to Jeff Patterson, who's been out there on the seawalls. Jeff, are you having some trouble with the seawalls out there?
Yeah, Steve, I just heard some reports from some people who walked up to me out here that they're having some trouble with seawalls out here that have already collapsed, and at least one boat has broken free from its moorings. We don't have a view from that from where we are here behind the Ramada Inn, but some people a little bit concerned just about their property already. Of course, this isn't the time to go out and try to secure that, but we have heard about one boat that broke free from its lines and is up and banging against the seawall right now. Another report, somebody told us just the seawall down here has broken down, and of course with a storm like this we're going to see quite a bit of beach erosion and other things. So that's what we're seeing right now. Is even since the last time I spoke to you, the winds have picked up. They've kind of ebbed and flowed. It's been fairly steady, but the winds have been pretty heavy since the last time I spoke to you. Yeah, Jeff, when we can tell, the winds are either north or northwest, depending on where you are standing there, and so they'll continue to blow for some time. We're seeing wind gusts sustain there 40, 50 miles per hour, perhaps gusting a little stronger than that. So that's what you're dealing with, a little stronger than you think out there. So you're seeing some of the seawalls fail as a result of the pounding of the seas? Yeah, exactly. You kind of want to not try to overestimate and make it sound worse than it is, but you're right, Steve. This is picking up, and if I said 25 to 35 miles an hour, I wouldn't be surprised if you're now telling me the winds are 45 to 50 miles an hour. Unfortunately, I just don't have a device out here specifically to measure it, and that's the wonderful thing about Viper, is that I've noticed you're able to just pinpoint a location and tell us exactly what the wind speed is, and I have to tell you, being out here in the field, that information has been very helpful to us, and I'm sure that people at home, it's very helpful to them to know just what it's affecting them. Yeah, Jeff, we're not only getting that information from Viper, but we're seeing wind gusts, I think, observed at Ruskin or at the Tampa last hour, north of 31, gusting to 52 miles per hour. And I have no interest in being dramatic or overestimating either, but that's roughly what you're dealing with out there. Yeah, I know you're very good about that, Steve. It's just that I'm very cautious about these things because sometimes reporters appear to try to be breathless for no apparent need. But we are starting to see some damage even here in Apollo Beach of debris blowing off of people's homes and things like that. We saw one home that was under construction, and of course it's in an unstable state.
Come out here.
Oh, just want to see what happened with the hurricane, but